Hello, hello, hello. This is Kathy, and it's nice to have you here. Today I'm going back in the archives, my own personal archives of journals I've created, and I actually have an old video on this on my channel, but I wanted to revisit it. It's one of the first journals I ever made, and it's what got me hooked on journal making. It was not my own idea. I saw it in a book by Susan Lafont and tried it out, made some mistakes, but I thought I'd revisit it, and if you'd like to make it with me today, this will be a two-part video, I think. It will, I'll let you know what materials. First of all, you'll need a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, preferably plain, craft stock, black, or something with a very minimal pattern, like a minimal background print. Then you'll need a couple other pieces that you're going to use to make the pockets and such in the journal. But to start, today you just need one piece of 12 by 12 paper, a scoreboard, and we're going to score it at 4 inches. And at 8 inches. Oh, can't stand when that happens. Then we're going to flip it one time to the right, and we're going to score it again at 4 inches. And at 8 inches. Okay. And you know what? My other two pieces of paper, since I have my scoreboard out, I'm going to do the same thing too. I'm going to score them at 4 and 8. Flip them one time, score at 4 and 8. And this is going to be the decorative pieces, so whatever color that you want to use in your journal, we're simply on these going to be cutting them up in little squares, 4 by 4 squares. We're decorating each of the panels in our journal. Okay, don't put your scoreboard away just yet. Just set it aside. Okay, now you have a piece of cardstock that has 9 squares in it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me get a white pen just to help it out a little bit. I think I have one somewhere. Okay, found my white pen. And so in the squares, I have square number 1, number 2, I don't know if you can see that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think there's any ink in here, but anyway. So you have 9 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What we're going to do is we're going to cut out completely square number 7. So let's do that. Try not to go over the fold lines. Okay. Then we're going to cut out number 4 and 5, but we're going to keep them attached together, and we're going to cut on the score line all the way to 6, up and around. Jackson. That's my Poochie with his allergies. So we've tried everything. Shots, Benadryl. Anybody has any hints? He has an allergy from the grasses. And try to cut these as straight as you possibly can. I don't usually do such a good job. Okay, so now you have something that looks like this. We're going to take out our scoreboard, and your single square, first you're going to cut off about 1 inch. You don't have to be fussy. Not even going to measure. And then you're going to score it right in half. And now you can put your scoreboard away. And you're going to fold this in half and cut off the corners. What you're doing is you're making a hinge for these 2 pieces. And what we're going to do now is we're going to glue this hinge underneath box number 8. And try not to put the box over the score line, because you still want it to be able to fold. Just like that. Then you're going to put the right-hand side box on this part of the hinge. So you're essentially putting box 5 under box 8. And make sure you line it up so that your score lines are kind of under each other, so that when they fold, it looks something like that. Whoop. Let me do that again, because shouldn't have been folded yet. It wasn't dry. So let that dry. That extra piece you had, you can set it aside. You might want to use it for something. Now, what I suggest, if you have a sewing machine and you're a sewer, what I suggest that you do is reinforce the folds by zigzagging on either side of the score lines. Here and here. If you don't, you can put a piece of washi tape down over the side. Let me see if I have one available. Just for so you could go something like this. That would reinforce it if you wanted to. Obviously, you want one that's going to match whatever you're doing, but this is just to show you. So just like that. And then you do that on all of them. That also is optional. You know, this cardstock, this is from Cricut. It's pretty strong. So, you know, you might not find that you need to do that. but especially where you added the hinge, make sure that folds properly. Okay, now I'm going to tell you how to fold your journal. And I'll do it a couple times because this part can get tricky. You're going to take number 1, fold it to touch the front of number 2, so that this becomes the cover. 1 touches the front of 2. 2 touches the back of 3. 3 touches the front of 6. 6 touches the back of 9. 9 touches the front of 8. 8 touches the back of 5. And 5 touches the front of 4. Let's do that again. Okay? First you have 1, fold it to the right to touch the front of 2. 2 touches the back of 3. 3 touches the front of 6. 6 touches the back of 9. 9 touches the front of 8. 8 touches the back of 5. 5 touches the front of 4. And then you have the cover to the back side. So, 1 touches the front of 2, and then this becomes your cover for the front journal. 2 touches the back of 3. 3 touches the front of 6. 6 touches the back of 9. 9 touches the front of 8. 8 touches the back of 5. 5 touches the front of 4. Okay. So let's turn it over. And what I want you to be sure of is that if you start decorating before our next video, it's very important to decorate it while it's open so that everything is facing in the right direction. So you want to first decorate your cover for the front journal, then this, and make sure they're all going up, or sideways is fine. But what you don't want to do is, okay, you've decorated this, and then you're just going to kind of fold it up while you're doing it. And what'll happen is, yeah, you have a great front cover, but then all of a sudden you decorated this piece going up. But this piece is actually the back. So you'll get messed up because this piece needs to be decorated going down. Or you flip it over and all of these need to be decorated going up. So you're decorating one whole side going that way and the other side going that way. So they will be opposite. Now, if that makes sense, hopefully it does, that's where we're going to end this today, just so you can make the base. Don't forget to cut out your pieces. You can do this on your cutting board or your cutter. And they're all going to be at 4 inches. Obviously, you could have lots of different sheets. This is just the way to do it without using a lot of a lot of different paper, because obviously when you add your ephemera, you might add some pieces of collage paper, book pages, napkin, whatever. So you want to end up with a bunch of squares just like this, so that next time when we're making pockets and such, you'll be all ready to go. And I actually use the cover on one of these. It doesn't matter because it won't show. And then we're going to cut off. So now I have, oops, there goes my puppy. I have 9 pieces of 18 pieces, 18 squares. So that's where we'll have to stop today. Next time we'll do our decorating, and I think it'll be fun. And these are so much fun to make. If you want to check back on my old video, please do so. I would show you a completed one, but I actually sold it a while back, so I don't have it anymore. But anyway, I guess that's a good thing. And you all have a great one. See you next time. Bye.